We're back, and this is day 6 of the 12 videos, or 7, depends what way you want to look at it. I put up the Port Stewart video on their page. If I want to cheat a bit, I can pretend that's one of the videos. It's harder than I thought it would be, so it is a lot harder. I thought I'd just be firing out the videos, but then I'd forget that I work, and so look, we're still going. And today's video is about the Nifl Playrfit Championship, because somebody left me a comment on YouTube saying that I should look at the championship, and I follow the championship, and the championship's brilliant. It's so competitive. So I've basically written a wee script, and I'm going to go through basically how the teams are sitting now in the league and players to look out for, and just wee things about the league. So let's go. The Nifl Playrfit Championship is fascinating this year. It's roughly at the halfway stage, and the league table looks something like this. As you can see, Dundela, they're top on 40 points with a game in hand. They've beaten promotion favourites Portadown twice, but they've been beaten twice by Ards. That's the type of league it is. Dundela do not have a player in the top 10 scorers in the league. Everyone's sharing the goals. And you look at it and you go, well, the manager, Stephen Gurley, will he strengthen up top in January? If he brings in a striker, it gets him 10 goals in the second half of the season. Is that enough for Dundela to actually get promotion or get into the playoff? If Dundela do win the league, will Dundela be able to host top flight games? Not so sure. Portadown are sitting in second place. Now Curry will probably be quietly confident that they will go on a run the second half of the season. They have a squad and it's packed full of experience. They've got frontman and Ryan Mays, who has 10 goals in the league. They've got Paul McElroy, who has 7 goals, and they've Eamon Fife, who has 6 goals. And if you look at the table, the 2 defeats against Dundela is why they're in second place. They're the top scorers in the league, and they conceded the least amount of goals. They were my favourites and everyone's favourites to go up this season, and I still think that they will win the league. Third, Institute. They have had a super season so far. The new manager, Kevin Deary, has recruited well. Off the pitch, plans for a new ground have been released, and there's an air of optimism around the place. And the one name that you have to look out for, 17-year-old Oisin Devlin. Absolutely smashing young player. So, 4th place at the minute is Newington. They had a brilliant start to the season. We're flying at the summit of the league in the opening sequence of games. Their form dipped a bit, but they're still in the mix for a playoff spot. One thing they do have is goals in the team. Former Port Stewart frontman Zach Barr can't stop scoring. He's the top scorer in the league with 13 goals. The man is just a goal machine. Bangor, under Lee Feeney, are showing that they're really building something special. They've got promoted from the Premier Intermediate League. They're sitting in 5th place in the championship. They've got Ben Arthurs and Adam Neal banging the goals in. They've also got the veteran Michael Halliday available to them. He's 44. He's played 7 times this season, and his experience is worth its weight in gold. And outside, off the field, they've also got money coming into the club. So Bangor are on the up. And next, Ballyclare, the Welders and Anna. They're 6th, 7th and 8th in the league, but the gap between Stewart in 3rd and Anna in 8th is only 4 points. That's incredible. So, looking to the lower reaches of the championship, there's Ballymallard in 9th. They changed managers with Tommy Cannon coming in. They have an absolute carpet of a pitch, by the way, and are the definition of a community club. run of form and they can easily be competing in the top 6 split. And then Ards have had a poor season so far. Their highlights are probably beating Dundela top of the league twice, but again, similar to Ballymallard, it might only take a run of 3 to 4 games that they win in a row and they could be in the top 6. Finally, the bottom 2 are cut adrift at the wrong end of the table. 10 points separate 11th place Derview and 10th place Ards, but what they do have is 3 games in hand. Having 3 games in hand doesn't necessarily equate to 9 points, but they win the 3 games in hand and they've only 1 point between them and Ards, and then it's squeaky bum time for Tipton. And finally, Knockbreda will be preparing for life in the Premier Intermediate League next year. They've had a horrible season, only have 4 points, they've only won 1 match all season. So that is the championship review. That is the championship review, and the next review will be the Premier Intermediate League. My wife's just walked in, she's looking at me going, what are you doing? So see you in the next one. Ciao.